Kaboom! My name is King Legacy, the 7-star general, the host of Yard Settings on Sassy Radio, an award winner as well, an MC for Legacy Sound International. Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, tune into the Lion Voice, because time to tell our own story. So are you me, man? The lion coming on and boom and tell its own story. Africa and the world. Tune in, Lion Voice.
As Rastafari, we know how the heavens declare the glory. We've all seen it. We've all trod them heights there within heights of reasoning. But now the time has come to implement that upon the earth and let the rest of the world see the glory that we have seen all of that time. And I'm so happy to be able to bring that to the item through the Lion Voice, through what? Perseverance and initiative. That is what His Majesty said every Rastafari man has to have in the Rastafari man standard. Perseverance. Drop. Get up. Keep going. Take two thump. Black a thump. Keep going. Read. Knowledge. Nourish yourself. Keep going. Make a mistake. Keep going. Keep going. Try something new. Initiative. Keep going. This is how we're going to build Mount Zion. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be magic. We're not going to blink and things get built. We're going to buck with toe. Keep going, brethren and sisters. We've come so far.
Well, Lion Voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion Voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion Voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion Voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion Voice. Yeah, free eye gift, focus, preparation, determination. Yeah, that's the key to redemption. Selassie, I'm a Gideon. Hey yo, this is for the people who stay in court with either criminal cases or child support. It's either entertainment or go play sports. That's the choice that them give you when your skin is black. The ghetto neighborhoods, they was filled with crack. Hard to move to the other side of the tracks. We work all day, plus we paid our taxes. Still Babylon treat us like we second class. Wanna profile us when we stepping past. And when we drive, they follow with them lights. A flash, a flashback. Remembering back in the past. Escape plantation, crawl through the grass. When Babylon fall, then we all would laugh. They keep building them walls, but them all will crash. Because the people must be free. Exodus, well that's a must for me. We stay hungry, when we on the grind. We stay hungry, cause people.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bonsu, aka the Chasmarch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Panafrican Happy Man. I'm an entertainment attorney, I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an actionist. But right now, I'm the host of the Lion Voice. Welcome to the Lion Voice Network, and welcome if this is your first time on the channel. We just want to say blessings and welcome to the Lion Voice family. Big up to the Lion Pride. Big up to the Lion Pride on Patreon. Remember, if you subscribe, you're part of the Lion Pride. So we have to big up the Lion Pride. This is a very special episode. We're going to continue with the Rastafari man standard. So we're going to be talking about the speech of His Majesty to the University College of Addis Ababa. We're going to continue. This is the third part of our three-part series. We're going to touch some other topics, but we're going to forward to the Rastafari man standard. People are responding well, and it's critical because we're not really having a lot of this content anywhere in the space. And what we're really trying to do is to cultivate the Rastafari man. So, brethren like myself, it's good when we have iron sharpening iron. But in particular, for the younger brethren who are not able to, maybe sit at the foot of an elder, they might be in an area where they're the only Rastafari brethren. We want to as brethren who have been in the trad for some time, provide some instructions, provide some guidance, provide some positive word sound from His Majesty, some life experience that we can help brethren to cultivate themselves into their higher self. Because again, to lead the Rastafari nation, we're going to need strong Rastafari families. To lead strong Rastafari families, we're going to need strong brethren. So the Rastafari man standard is critical. So we're going to talk about two things that are crucial for every Rastafari man, and that's perseverance and initiative. And we're going to go to a specific section of the speech, His Majesty talking about these two things, perseverance and initiative. And we're going to use this channel as, part of that example. I have to take time right now to say, give thanks. We have officially reached 1,000 subscribers at the time of shooting this video. We're at 1,001 subscribers. Big up, 1,000 Lion strong in the Lion Pride. The demographics is still 95%, brethren. We're going to keep on working. I have some interviews lined up with some powerhouse Rastafari sisters, so we're going to be working to increase our female viewership. However, I have to say, give thanks. This is a major milestone. We set the goal initially of June 1st to monetize the channel, to get to that 1,000 subscribers. We did not make it. I came here, I told everyone, but we persevered. And today we are happy to say that we have reached the 1,000 subscriber, and that we'll reach the time requirement, the watch time, based on our past analytics. We'll get there by Monday. So at the time that this is coming to the public, we're not quite there yet. We'll reach there by Monday. We set monetization by Monday. So I want to share this process of building out the ecosystem with the family, because I do strongly believe that this is the way forward for our Rastafari family, for the Pan-African family, for black people, and just for creatives in general. Decentralized economies, circular economies, creative ecosystems, meaning that we're developing and curating multiple streams of income, and that as creatives we're managing this in a sustainable way so that we're not beholden to a 9-to-5 job or some of the other things. You may start there, but we want to provide a pathway for you to transition from that path, from that 9-to-5 job, which would be your investor or your funder, and funnel it into your own ecosystem so you can build your own audience, build your tribe, build your audience, elicit sponsorship, become a self-sustaining entity doing what you love. So we give thanks, reaching 1,000 subscribers, monetizing the channel is a major stepping stone along that journey. And as I said, I'm going to share that entire journey with the family. This is something I've been telling my clients for years. We've been talking about this at the Jamaica Music Conference in terms of building your tribe. In the music industry, it's called the Superfan. Different things in different places. Right now, we have 5 Fire Angels in the Patreon. We were at 2 for months. And now we have 5 of us in there. We're reasoning, we're sharing information. All of the Patreon, the Lion Pride on Patreon, they get all the news first. We're letting them know we have some big things planned. And this is 1,000 subscriber episode, so we have to celebrate. I want to take the time right now to announce to the Lion Pride that Lion Talk live this Thursday. We have reggae artist Dwayne Stevenson, so stay tuned. Big interview. We just had Reverend Kwame Kamau. We had Kadamawi Knife as well. Dr. Kadamawi Knife. So, big guests on the Lion Talk Live. We're going to be talking about the role of Rastafari with this reggae music. Hot topic. Brethren has been in the industry for a time, so big up Dwayne Stevenson, we're looking forward to that reasoning. And again, we're just getting started, family. My superpower, I superpower, is the network. And we're going to be tapping into that network, bringing that network. We have a big interview with the owner of I Never Knew TV, and that we're going to be sharing on Lion Talk as well down the line. We have the legendary reggae presenter, radio host, Tony Carr. We have so much um, ammunition getting ready. This is not your ordinary platform. Don't bother feel like you can telegraph the type of guest. Big up Mark Taylor, my brethren, my family. We just had his Lion Talk. You know, we learned about him talking about acting. So if you're out there, you ever thought about being in acting or producing in acting, we're talking to a veteran actor who's been acting over 20 years, but bona fide family, brethren, Mark Taylor. So you can check out that interview on Lion Talk. So we're bringing value. We're building the trust of our audience. We're being consistent. And again, I want to bring it forward to perseverance and initiative. I've had visions of doing a lot of things over the years, and we have implemented a lot of things, and it took perseverance when we look at the Jamaica Music Conference, when we look at my nonprofit work, perseverance to keep up all of these things. One of the things I pride myself is that anything I start, we keep dealing with it. So all of the things 10 years ago that I was engaged in are still active and running and have advanced into where they are. And that's again, perseverance and initiative. You have to be able to initiate things. This concept for the Lion Voice, it started as a show. I needed a platform to get a audience for all of the things I'm doing. We have the book, that we launched. We wanted to share some information about Ethiopia, promoting the book. I'm an artist. I have not put enough attention into my artist side. Don't worry. Um, also, this is their 1,000 subscriber episode, so let me just launch and let the item know that next Saturday we will be in Atlanta. I'll be performing the first booking of the year, the Charles March Kwasi live on stage in the Dirty South at Atlanta at the Organic Fest. Habisha, we're taking the Lion Voice family there, so we'll have some special episodes and content. We have a lot of content that we're going to be getting from Atlanta, so make sure if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, follow, because this is not a platform where we stay stagnant. We move around, we bring different things to the table. So again, we're excited, weaving it all into, again, initiative and perseverance. Nothing is built overnight. This channel is still a baby when it come on to YouTube's channel standards, but you see, I'm celebrating like we win the lotto. Why? Attitude of gratitude. You have to be grateful along your successes. His Majesty said that achievement is a marker of progress. So we achieved the goal that we had set. Internally, I had set goals to get here. It's not easy, and I have newfound respect. So even when I talk to my clients and I'm telling them build their audience, build their tribe, and this, and I'm gonna have a little bit more sensitivity, having gone through the process on any level. It's not easy to have 1,000 people press that subscribe button, and for creatives, for anything that we're doing as a family man. Let me bring it on a level. As a family man, we have to establish an economic base. And again, this comes to this economic ecosystem that we have to establish. It so happens I'm a creative, so the model that I'm bringing forth to the world is going to be the creative ecosystem model. But this is something that every brethren within the Rastafari man standard has to implement in some way, shape, or form, meaning you have to devise your economic ecosystem so that your family, your queen, your children are not dependent on the eye going out and getting a paycheck from an employer in Babylon who can determine your fate easily. You want to set up multiple streams of income, and you want to have a means to directly interact with your audience. I bigged up I Never Knew TV. They have their own ecosystem over there, and I was able to benefit by going on the platform. You know, one of the clips over 10,000 views. We've been getting subscriptions on our website, people coming over and subscribing. If this is your first time watching an episode of The Lion's Voice, since you subscribe and you're coming over from I Never Knew TV, I want to just say big up yourself and know that that is now an expanded part of the network, and this is what we're talking about. The brethren is going to be featured on this platform. So again, we're building. So anybody over here that didn't know, and my 1,000 subscribers, I'm not going to brag or boast, but I have heavy people in there that are part of that 1,000 because I'm in the industry. I'm on the front line of the Rastafari movement in terms of mobilization. We do non-profit work with the Habisha. So, you know, I interact with high level people. So even though my audience is not big, we still have important influencers and people of impact in there. So the brethren come on this platform, he get that benefit. I go on his platform, I get that benefit, and vice versa. And everyone should have their own ecosystem where they can you know, leverage relationships, and also provide content for your audience. Content is king. Content is the future. Content is not going anywhere. So again, perseverance and initiative, I'm bringing it forward. I'm going to read the last part of this speech, and then we're going to go deeper into breaking down what His Majesty is saying, because I don't want the item to come and feel like I know everything. I am sharing the journey. I know some things, yes, and I'm going to share them with my family because I want Rastafari to rise to that level of excellence so that we establish ourselves as we move into repatriation. We've already established we cannot move into repatriation unless we're building strong families. Those families, some of them are going to start right where we are right here. So we want to cultivate that strong male leadership within the Rastafari family to lead these families. We cannot leave it to assisting them. I don't accept that, none at all. We want the brethren them to rise to the occasion, and we big up the matriarchal shift. All of those things are beautiful because we are going to need sisters to be more powerful than they ever have been. But the man them have to step up right now, and His Majesty gives us the blueprint. What does His Majesty say? Well, I'm going to read it for the item so that the item have no doubt. This is what His Majesty says. A true leader is one who realizes by faith that he is an instrument in the hands of the Almighty and dedicates himself to be a guide and inspirer of the nobler sentiments and aspirations of the people. He will kindle interest, teach, aid, correct, and inspire. Those who he leads will cooperate with him in maintaining discipline for the good of the group. He will instruct his followers in the goals towards which to strive and create in them a sense of mutual effort for attaining the goal. Basic aspirations to sum up: there is no power on earth, in this university or elsewhere, that can take a clerk from his desk or a mechanic from his bench and easily mold him into a leader. To develop oneself, one has to develop one's own initiative and perseverance. You see them word there? A man has to strive in order to grow. As educated people, you will be looked up to, and much will be expected of you. You will be regarded, and rightly so, as those who have the necessary knowledge and ability to inspire, to guide, to lead. It is for this reason that we expect from you, to whom we have given the opportunity of education in your chosen fields, great and productive service to our country. So there's a lot there. We want to break it down. We want to talk about it. And I feel strongly that Generation X and some of the elder millennials, the government fall upon our shoulders right now in that we are the brethren them, the group of brethren them that need to really link arm on arm to set this thing on the proper trajectory. I just want to take the time to big up our sponsors, big up CMOS Life, healthy beverage. When you want to make sure that you're vibrant, full of energy, make sure you drink your CMOS, big up CMOS. All the CMOS products, they have the gel, they have the different flavors. You know we love to sip CMOS here. One of our very first sponsor here on the Lion Voice. I also I've invested in the company as well, so I just want to be very transparent with that. CMOS Life, so nice. Have to say it twice. CMOS Life. Also, we want to big up Ramia King Designs. You see these beautiful containers here. Ramia King Designs. Go to their Facebook, send them an email, let them know the Lion Voice has sent you. We also have the Chasmach Kwasi merchandise. Buy your t-shirt, Reading Ras support, pushing physical reading. And I also have Haile Selassie's Ethiopia, where we talk about the birth, where we talk about the origin story of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. I was on I Never Knew TV talking about the Emperor, bigging up the Emperor. We see some people dissing the Emperor in the comments. This is why we write this book, because we want to tell the whole story, and there's so many layers. I had to take my time. I broke it into 7 volumes. We wrote it like an epic fantasy, like a Game of the Thrones, Lord of the Rings, so it wasn't boring. Because the history of Ethiopia really read like a Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, or for the daughter them watch Bridgerton, which is a fictionalized history of the English monarchy. But they like these stories. So we told the story like a grill. Support the book. We have signed copies available. We're going to be in Atlanta at the Organic Fest. Make sure if you're in Atlanta, come and check us out. We're going to have the books for sale at Organic Fest. All my ATL family, come and join us there. We'll be performing live the Chasmach Kwasi there at the Organic Fest. So again, that's the housekeeping. Let's get forward to the topic. The difficult conversations that need to be had, the breaking of generational curses. These are the things that we have to do. The baby mother culture, we want to abolish it. Strong families, you know. Yes, we know His Majesty had a child before he married to Empress Menen. Yes, we know Empress Menen had children before she married to His Majesty. They were arising out of a feudal system over which they had little control. His Majesty was still a young teenager when he had his first child, according to the history. Empress Menen was a preteen when she had her first child. They were born into these circumstances. They came together with their union and they worked to establish a new order in Ethiopia. Man and woman being educated, a monogamous, strong relationship. They set that as the example for the family. So, you know, we have to look at everything in context. So not because His Majesty married a woman who already had children doesn't mean that we advocate for that for our children, or because that's the situation for a lot of our sistren, that we get comfortable in that scenario and we don't advocate for the youth them to get married before them have children so that the children are in a secure environment. We have to look at what we have gone through as Generation X, the elder millennial them, some of our elders who are still here and still healthy. We give thanks for them. But now the government fall upon I and I shoulders now to put things in place, and that's going to take perseverance and initiative to establish things that are not existing. This is how we have to move. His Majesty says that a true leader is one that realizes by faith that he is an instrument in the hands of God, and I say the Almighty, and dedicates himself to be a guide and inspirer of the nobler sentiments and aspirations of the people. He will kindle interest, teach, aid, correct, and inspire. This is the role that we have to play. Generation X, the elder millennial, Generation Z is coming up fast. My children are Generation Z. They're completely into this computer world. If we don't build the institutions for them and have the structure for them to come in, they don't know nothing about no elder ancient days where we come get to sit down with and go through certain life, and those things don't even exist anymore. So we have to be able to create the structure, and we have a very low retention rate in Rastafari. We have to be honest, brethren and sisters. The youths, them are not staying in the liberty. They may come forward later. That is to be seen. But right now, we don't have good retention. And that's why. And why? Because we cannot employ our youth. Our youth have to go out into Babylon to try to gain wealth. And a lot of us are coming from working class backgrounds, so we can't provide the material, nice things that the youths them are seeing and bombarded with on social media and these things. So we have to modernize the trad. And again, brethren, have to do that. The best way to teach is by example. This is why I'm coming on YouTube and being completely transparent. I could quiet, and this is and I want to be very clear. I come from the generation. I was born in '77. I'm a '77 mother. I'm a '77 product. Okay, my generation, we never deal with camera. So even I come in, when I think about all of the works that we have done that we did not record or that we did not document, you know, we used to do symposiums at Howard University, events, fundraiser, years and years and years of things. And now we don't know where half of those things are, the documentation. So we give thanks that as we get older, we see the importance of recording and having something, a platform like the Lion Voice network that can allow us to record the works, document the works, the thoughts, so that we leave a roadmap for our youths them that they can see. One of the great things I give thanks is that my youths them here I block the sound that we're gonna start a YouTube channel. They're on YouTube all the time. We're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers. I give thanks. They could see the journey from the start. They see all the work, the what? Perseverance and initiative to start something. Be vulnerable, because when you go out there, you think with a flop too. That is also a possibility. So you go out there, you put yourself out there, and you have to allow the process to work. So we have to show our youths them these things. We have to be able to take chances. We have to build this economic base, brethren and sisters. Repatriation is going to take money. I'm sharing my journey on Patreon for families in particular that want to repatriate, to show the realities. We're not going to sugarcoat it. It takes a lot of money. We purchase land. We're in the process now of building. We cleared the land. We did all of that. We're going to be sharing that process over on Patreon. We're not going to put all of the business on Front Street. We'll talk about it, but for the Lion Pride on Patreon, that's what that's there for. That's a more intimate, that's for the core. So we share. But why are we doing this? Because we know the demand is going to be there for this information, for this knowledge, and the best way to teach, to inspire, is to do. Because I can come on here and chat, run off my mouth. There's no shortage of people running their mouth. How many people can do? And that's what makes this platform special, is that we're going to be showing you, we're going to document everything we talk about on this channel. When we talk about the building of Zion, what we did show, we show you the Kazi project, Habisha project. We show you actual project, a working proof of concept. When we talk about Rastafari and Rastafari man standard, we're going to be showing you, we bring people in the Rastafari liberty who are operating on a high level, and we reason with them. So it's not just about talking about things, it's about implementation, it's about showing, so that we can inspire. And I get the messages from the family that they are inspired, that they love the content, And this is what continues to make I continue to go. And also, the evidence is clear because the subscribers keep on growing. The watch hours, most importantly, because subscribers, you can, like I said, I could call 1,000 people. I know 1,000 people. I could call and say, listen, just click the subscribe button, and we could have do that too, right? But guess what happened then? There's no guarantee that those people are going to watch the content because they're doing you a favor, that they're busy, they don't doing it organically. We've gotten the watch hours that are in line with the subscription. So people are actually watching the content. We've done 8,000, we've done over 730 hours of watch time. I posted it in our community tab. I can't remember, but it was about 730 hours of watch time in the last 28 days. You know how much time that is when you can say over 8,000 people sit down for over 700 hours just watching the content produced on this platform. This is unprecedented for the creative industry, that we have this access, that we have access to these platforms. You don't have to pay for YouTube, and you create a direct window to the world. So again, perseverance and initiative. We couldn't do it without the perseverance and initiative. His Majesty says, in terms of basic aspirations, to sum up, there is no power on earth, in this university or elsewhere, that can take a clerk from his desk or a mechanic from his bench and easily mold him into a leader. To develop oneself, one has to develop one's own initiative and perseverance. A man has to strive in order to grow. I could be satisfied. Last year, I was awarded the United States President Lifetime Achievement for Volunteer Service, the highest civilian award that can be given for volunteer service. I was given that by the Caribbean and African Faith-Based Leadership Conference, one of the certifying agencies for the White House. I could have said, you know what, lifetime achievement, me kick up my foot, me know me in the history book, the first Rastafari brethren, along with our elder Nana Faraika Burhan in the history books, if you ever get that award, me know them in a history. I don't even take 5 minutes to even think about that, brethren and sisters, to be honest. Why? Because work has to be done. Still volunteering, we still sit on the board of several different non-profits, 3 different non-profits we're active in on the board, volunteering time, because we're passionate about everything that we talk about. So we have to put in that work if we want to see the change that we talk about. And again, our generation, Generation X in particular, we have to build institutions. If we're not building institutions, we're joking, because then when the personalities die, just like we lost a generation of elders and we had chaos, we're inviting the next generation to have to build from scratch. So we have to build institutions, brethren, and it has to start with the family institutions. So the ecosystem I'm building here, the Lion Voice Network, is a family ecosystem. I have other businesses with business partners. Core ecosystem, again, to build the black family comes with building that creative ecosystem, starting as a family business. And this is so crucial as brethren, that again, you're building that ecosystem. You have to strive, brethren. You can't get comfortable. Yes, you may be working a 9 to 5, or you have a good job and you're able to get by. Enough of us are in Babylon working and we're able to pay the bills, so we're just there. Repatriation becomes just a nice catchphrase and a song. So you're watching the fall of Babylon, you're seeing all these things, but you're saying, yeah man, the elders them used to say the same thing, and the sky has always been falling, and you convince yourself that everything is okay and you go on the status quo. So you're not striving, you're not pushing yourself to fulfill the divine destiny that you even attracted you to the liberty. Repatriation is a must, was part of our child. We never see this. So that means it's still to be delivered. Our elders didn't miss everything they said. Connect. So who is there to fulfill it now that they have become older and they are not as limber They have health issues. Some are bedridden. Who is there to fulfill? If not I and I, then who? If not now, then when? We have to ask this as a generation, because again, I say on this channel all the time, we are the generation of them that seek the face of the Most High. I was born in 77. There was no King of Kings on the throne in Ethiopia. That was gone. We had to go and research in the books and to find out about His Majesty and to research and to uncover the face of His Majesty and to see who He is on the earth through His word sound and through the example that He set up. The highest of Himself shall establish I and I. And He did. He said that as an educated people, and as an education, that doesn't mean just university education. It means everyone who has reached a level of proficiency in their craft. So farmer, you want to be a mountain man, we give thanks as a farmer because we need them brethren there. But now that means you need to set up an institution to teach the next generation to come who's going to trod that mountain trod. So there's no exemption. The fire is unquenchable. Across the border, the King of Kings speaking. As educated people, you will be looked up to and much will be expected of you. So don't feel like, say, a vacation time. You will be regarded, and rightly so, as those who have the necessary knowledge and ability to inspire, to guide, and to lead. Brethren, trumpet is sounding. It is for this reason that we expect from you, to whom we have given the opportunity of education in your chosen fields, great and productive service to our country. So, this is the task that confronts us, brethren. Step up now. I'm bringing a solution to the table. Remember, you can go to the website right now. You can download the creative ecosystem model. This again give you a framework for how to organize your creative business, or it really can work for any kind of business. We talk about on the last episode of the Lion Law, we talk about the whole ecosystem model, what's it all about. So you can check out that. So I'm bringing a solution as I'm implementing that same solution for myself. Again, inspire, lead, teach. Each of us have that responsibility. So it's easy to look at I and to criticize. And we know that once you start doing anything, once you lead, criticism will come. That's part of it. And I man always try to get the good out of it, because I like the fire, the sharpening. I listen, and even if the brethren is coming not from a genuine place, you just try pick sense out of nonsense and take how you can tighten up your thing. That is how a man looks at it. We don't go back and forth with anyone. We make the results speak. We have a lot of people, we see in the internet space, they go back and forth with each other, this kind of petty. I was listening to something, the man is talking about how he's petty. That's not a masculine trait. And as Rastafari brethren, we can't petty, fighting over petty differences. As a man, make your work talk. That's the levels where we're there right now, brethren and sisters. Make your work talk as a man. And then we see who filter out. Big up to all of the Christians them that come on the page and tell we forget baptized and come with their own fire. We give thanks. All peoples of faith will have to band together during this Armageddon. So we say, take the beam out of your eye before you come on a Rastafari page and I tell you about this and that, because Christianity needs to fix up right now. The lukewarm church is reigning. So we just would share that, but know that we will be responsible for what we say as Rastafari, just as the Christian will be responsible for what they say, just like the Muslim will be responsible for what they say. All people of faith will be responsible. Ultimately, as a family, we will be judged by what we build, but what we put in place. So as we give thanks to reach a milestone of 1,000 subscription As we give thanks to reach the milestone of 1,000 subscriptions, as we give thanks to reach the milestone of 1,000 subscriptions, we also send out the sound to our brethren and sisters that the time to rise is now. Whatever that vision in your heart, that burning passion, that purpose, the time to manifest it is now. The time to connect with your brethren and sisters is now. The time for us to put things together, to unite. And unite doesn't mean uniformity. Unity doesn't mean uniformity. That doesn't mean we can be the same. It means we can disagree and we can still work together to fulfill what we have to fulfill. Because the time is dread, brethren. We agree on more than we disagree. Make we work. Make the work talk. Right now, I don't entertain anyone who have no works to show. That is the hard truth right now. If we can't see no works, can't see you with no family, I don't even entertain a conversation because we don't have time. You know, if I want to come with a question and in a humbleness, of course, we will share. But we don't have time to entertain those who don't have any works. We've been blessed right now, and we're going to drop some big announcements. Just wait on this channel because we're involved with some works that we cannot disclose. We have works that were under NDAs, non-disclosure agreements that we can't even bring to the public until things happen. We're operating on a high level here, and I cannot wait to bring it to the Lion Voice family, these works, because I tell people the glory days for Rastafari was not in the 70s. The glory days for Rastafari is ahead of us. The item are going to see who the emperor is through the work of his children. The item don't see nothing yet. As Rastafari, we know how the heavens declare the glory. We've all seen it. We've all trod them heights there within heights of reasoning. But now the time has come to implement that upon the earth and let the rest of the world see the glory that we have seen all of that time. And I'm so happy to be able to bring that to the item through the Lion Voice, through what? Perseverance and initiative. That is what His Majesty said every Rastafari man has to have in the Rastafari man standard. Perseverance. Drop. Get up. Keep going. Take two thump. Black a thump. Keep going. Read. Knowledge. Nourish yourself. Keep going. Make a mistake. Keep going. Keep going. Try something new. Initiative. Keep going. This is how we're going to build Mount Zion. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be magic. We're not going to blink and things get built. We're going to buck with toe. Keep going, brethren and sisters. We've come so far. The world has bent to I and I. We did not bend to them. Those who bow, sorry for them, because the glory is so sweet right now as we see the unfolding. Keep going. Keep going, family. Keep going. Onward, forward, ever, backward, never. Because the time has come for the lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion's Voice.
Yeah. Free higher gift. Focus. Preparation. Determination. Yeah. That's the key to redemption. Haile Selassie, I'm a Gideon. Hey yo, this is for the people who stay in court with either criminal cases or child support. It's either entertainment or go play sports. That's the choice that them give you when your skin is black. The ghetto neighborhoods, they was filled with crack. Hard to move to the other side of the tracks. We work all day, plus we paid our taxes. Still Babylon treat us like we second class. Wanna profile us when we stepping past, and when we drive, they follow with them lights. A flash, a flashback, remembering back in the past. Escape plantation, crawl through the grass. When Babylon fall, then we all would laugh. They keep building them walls, but them all will crash. Because the people must be free. Exodus, well that's a must for me. We stay hungry, when we on the grind. We stay hungry, cause we was born to shine. We stay hungry, we gotta use our mind to stay hungry. Ain't got time to waste time, stay hungry. When we on the move, we stay hungry. Ain't got no time to lose, we stay hungry. We got our minds to use, we stay hungry. Tell them knowledge is your food. Hey yo, this is for my people who stay at work all day. Said them gotta work for them pay. Sometimes it hurt, but them still find a way to make ends meet. Sometimes them gotta pray. Some slave in them jobs to them old and grey. I'd rather live like an angel, fly away. Some say that they wanna be a thug, they just wanna be respected. No love, that's why they stray. Some drunk off a Hennessy and Alizé. Some just punks, I could spot them a mile away. Cause their style is wild, but mine civilized. Cause it's coming from the banks of the Nile. Tell Babylon, release the juvenile, so the youths can see what them want to achieve. Proper education, that's what we need. Tell the youths that it's better to know than to believe. We stay hungry